I made the mistake of laughing off Plesioth because my first fight with it was so easy. But Green Plesioth... Hit you! Welcome back, classy crew. I'm back from my grind of the Brachydios and the terror that is the Green Plesioth. I'm sorry I've been away for a while, but I hit a wall. I hit a 3U wall. This G rank is no funny business. My armor's weak, my axe is weak, and my Green Plesioth makes me weak in the knees. So let me tell you, but I did finally kill Green Plesioth. It just happened that I needed a lot more grind time and patience, but basically Green Plesioth is kind of my new Diablos, but I promise you I won't make a parody song about it. So what I've been doing the past few weeks is killing Golden Cetus to get his armor set, to get my first G rank armor set. And I've also been killing Brachydios over Brachydios for the past month, trying to get a freaking gem. And you know what? I finally got 2 gems after I think I've killed 30 Brachydios. Anyways, it took me a month, and I finally got my 2 gems, which let me finally upgrade my switch axe into something a little bit more decent. I forget which one it is, but it's the one where you need the Brachydios gem. And then after that, all I needed was some all-fire stones to get me the demolition axe, which is the second best axe in the Brachydios tree. I only have one more upgrade to do, and my axe will be maxed out, and I will have achieved max DPS of the weapon. Then it's on me, the player, to make my DPS go up. As for the Golden Cetus grind, that one is a little bit less urgent to me because I've killed quite a few Golden Cetus, thank you to all the viewers who have been grinding with me. But I need to get gems from this boy too. I need 2 gems, and I got no gems from him. And I need some fur, I think, and I don't have enough fur from him either. I did manage to craft 3 pieces of his armor. And then I also managed to, and then I was just like, well, the other 2 pieces are going to take forever. So I just went and got a great Jaggy, the helm, and I got the waistband or something. So I'm fully decked out in G rank armor now. And the last stream, I don't know, there was just something where I was like, we're not going to hunt hard today. We're just going to prepare hard, if that makes sense. And it was a very satisfying stream where there was just so much to do, where especially I had upgraded my axe, and I'm like, all right, let's go scavenge and get some stones. All right, what parts do I need to like make this armor set work? Okay, let's start grinding stuff out. And I went and talked to an old lady, and she was selling some defense stones or armor stones, and everybody's like, buy those. Luckily I had a lot of money, so I bought like 200 of them. Turns out I learned that the armor stones let me craft the spheres, which let me upgrade my armor. So I crafted all of the spheres I could, the ultimate true spheres, the hard spheres, and I maxed out my armor, spent all my money, and I boosted my defense up to 100. I think I'm at like 608 defense, which is pretty up there as far as defense goes for this game. I also realized my honey yield was a little low. And then I realized all of my quests, my village quests, my requests have not really been taken care of. So I took some time. I was like, all right, I need some busy bees to get my honey production up. And then I just like knocked out a bunch of farm requirements. I upgraded my shroom box, my honey box, my insect box. All my boxes have been grown. Another thing is I unlocked a mask, and I've shared it before. I really like the kid's mask and how there's a new mask added in the room as you unlock them. I have made the executive decision that we shall no longer count. I really want to count these masks. So we will no longer count the complete armor stuff because I'm nearing on my 100-hour mark, and I think I've completed 3 armor sets. So that counter is pretty much useless at this point. So next stream, I'm going to swap it out, and we're going to count down all the masks. I'm going to try to collect all the masks in this game. That sounds way more interesting than whatever I was doing. So with all of that going on, I was like, all right, what other like little thing can we do? What can we do besides fight Green Plesioth? Because the first time I fought him was before all of this grinding with my old axe and my old armor, and he wiped the floor with me. He was like fast in the water, and then he went on land. And when I fought the base Plesioth, I was like, that's where I destroyed him. So when Green Plesioth went there, I'm like, oh, you're in my neighborhood now. And he's like, nope, hip check, hip check. Oh, I got so much tail smacks. I was getting quite aggravated by this thing. So he sent me into a little bit of a, what do you call that? PTSD something. I just didn't want to fight him again. So I'm like, what else can I fight that can like make this a productive night and move the pledge forward? And so Genmaron was a high rank monster I had not soloed yet. So I was like, all right, now that I've got my new axe, let's go and practice on the big whale. And it was very enlightening because I had never taken him on solo, and there was parts to this fight I didn't quite know because other people were doing it. So I recommend everybody solo gem run at least once so you can really understand every aspect of the fight, and that'll just make you play better when you're doing it in multiplayer. My biggest concern was not my health, it was really my DPS. I was worried I would run out of time. And so, or actually I was also afraid that my ship would get destroyed. So I made it to phase 2 and this big whale's like coming up at me. I Dragonated him and then I'm like smacking his toes, but he is just wailing on my boat. And I was just like, he's gonna destroy the ship before I can kill him. And I'm just like smacking on the toes, hoping he can die. And then he eventually died. And I was like, yes, we can take one off the counter. And so we went down to 12. And then after that, I was pretty much out of options. I had switched out, played around with my armor to get the best I could with what I had, and I had gone my farm all the way up, and so the last thing that I had was either Green Plesioth, Kurupeko, or Pink Rathian. These are the 3 quests that I have on my list to progress into the next G rank level. And so I put it up to the chat, and of course chat hates me and they all put it on Green Plesioth. I'm like, screw you chat, I'm gonna kill this thing. So a few smacks later, I carded once, and it was this fish. He has comedic timing. He always carts me after I taunt him. So I dialed down the taunting. I learned that I could fish him with the toad, so I did that to get some free hits on him. I came in with a lot more traps than I usually do, thanks to some tip from a viewer who taught me what to carry in my bag to make more traps. And so it was a very hard fight, even with everything I did. And I eventually did slay him, but man, it was a struggle, and I got slapped around hard by this thing. So I heard that 3U is the easiest Plesioth. I can only fearfully imagine what he's like in all the other games, and I'm not sure I want to ever experience that. So with Green Plesioth down, that takes us to 11 monsters remaining on my pledge list, one of which is Alatreon, leaving 10 unknowns. One is a dragon I have not met, a black dragon, and then who knows what the other 9 are. So that is where we are now with our old world 3U pledge. It was very productive. It felt really rewarding over the last few weeks as I kind of like cleared out a bunch of stuff. And now it's just a matter of let's fight these harder versions of past monsters. Oh, I did kill the Kurupeko, I forgot to say. I did do the Kurupeko before the end of the night. Devil Joe showed up. I threw poo at him. It didn't scare him. And I was so far away. I think I was running away. And he won, like I had 3/4 of my health. And he just dragon breathed me. And I died instantly. I was so shocked. I was like, what is going on here? Turns out the armor set I have is weak to dragon. It's like -15 to dragon. So that didn't help. So I don't really know how insane Devil Joe is, but that struck terror in me because I'm like, oh no, G-rank Devil Joe is ridiculous. What are all these other like super endgame monsters going to be like? So I will see you on the next stream as I take down Pink Rathian, and then I think I have a Baroth and a few other quests, and hopefully I will unlock the next rank in my G-rank quest. I also have a double Bracky quest coming up. So I'll see you then or in the next journal, and until next time, keep it classy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Subscribe.